137. A cylinder of medical oxygen has a volume of 35.4 liters and contains O2 at a pressure of 151 atm and a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. What volume of O2 does this correspond to at normal body conditions? That is 1 atm and 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, so with pressure questions, right, they give us pressure, they give us a volume. So we're talking about gases, right, in this medical oxygen tank. That's going to be oxygen gas that, you have like an oxygen gas tank, and the gas is oxygen that, you breathe, right? So in this case, since we're dealing with gases, we got pressures, the easiest way to go about this is listing everything that you got, and then from there you could figure out what the correct formula is, because there's tons of formulas in the gas chapter. So let's see. We got this, medical oxygen cylinder tank. They told us that it had a volume of 35.4. So I have a V of 35.4 liters. And it contains oxygen at this pressure. So this volume is at this pressure. So the volume and the pressure go together. So I have a P value of 151 atm. And it's at this temperature. So I'm going to list that out of 25 degrees Celsius. And now here comes the new criteria. They're saying now what new volume of this oxygen does this correspond to at a different condition, normal body conditions. So I'm looking for a new volume. So maybe I'll just put this in blue. Question mark. What volume? That's what I'm searching for. And now at these conditions, they change the pressure on us. Now we're at 1 atm. And in this case, they gave us a temperature of 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, now from here, we'll be able to find out what formula we're using. Now remember, if you guys are given sets of variables, 2 volumes, 2 pressures, and 2 temps, we're going right into the combined gas law, which is this one. I love this formula. P1V1 over T1N1 equals P2V2 over T2N2. The good thing about this formula is that you can get rid of variables that you didn't even talk about. But since we did talk about pressure, I got 2 pressures, we're talking about volume, and one of them we're solving for. They gave us 2 temperatures, so I have to keep the T's in, but they didn't say anything about N, which was moles. So, get rid of it. Now, it's just P1V1 over T1 equals P2V2 over T2. There's only one rule for using this formula, and it's that the temperature has to be in Kelvin. Reason being is that there are no negative values in Kelvin. So there's negative values in Celsius. So if you did put in a negative value here, it's going to screw up the math for the pressure and the volume. So that's why we need to have it at Kelvin so that we don't deal with negative values. So in this case, they gave us Celsius. So for both of these, I have to just convert this into Kelvin. How do we go from Celsius to Kelvin? That's like going all the way back into the chem chapter of like chapter 1, right? The chem class. So you just add 273. If you want to be more specific, you could add 273.15, but I think this is good enough. So 25 plus 273 is I get 298, and maybe I'll just squeeze this over a little bit. I get 298 Kelvin, and that's my new temperature. And then 37 plus 273 is 310. And let me do that, 310, and that's Kelvin. Okay. The other thing is that for the pressure and the volume, the units just have to match. It doesn't have to be specifically atm or torr or millimeters of mercury or liters or milliliters. They just have to match. So in this case, we're good. ATM with ATM, and they gave me a liter, so this volume is going to be a liter. Now, it doesn't matter which one you list as 1s and 2s. I guess since this one is on the left side, I'm just going to say that these are my 1s, and then these are my 2s. Okay, so let's plug everything in. When I plug it in, I don't put the units because I always just double check first, and then I say, okay, I have the right units, so I'm just going to plug in the numbers. So my volume is 35.4, and this is now going to be all over that new temperature, which was 298 Kelvin. And this equals 1 times X over 310. Cross multiplication to me, right, looks like this is all being multiplied by this. And then we got this being multiplied by this. Okay, so let's see. 1 times X times 298 is just 298X. And that will equal, let's see here, 151 times 35.4 times 310. Big number. I'll try not to round because that's not the final answer. 1657074. And now we just want to solve for X. So it was multiplied by 298. I'll divide by 298 to get it out of there. Whoa. This says bye-bye. And now we have X equals. So this answer divided by 298. So for sig fig purposes, I mean, they only gave you 1 sig fig when they said 1 ATM. So technically this should have 1 sig fig in it. But I'm just going to cut it off at 3 because, I don't really care about sig figs. And I think for this, since it's such a big number, I don't think 1 sig fig, looks right. That's too much rounding. So I'm just going to give it as 5.56 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3. And there you go. And since this was in liters, this volume has to be in liters as well. And there you go. That's the new volume. What do you think, guys? Hopefully this helped. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for viewing the video. And if you want to help us out, please press the subscribe button and tell your friends. Tell your classmates that this exists. This YouTube channel exists. It just gets the word out there that, there's free educational help, that's out there. Thank you so much, and I will see you in later lessons. Okay, bye-bye.